Good morning. It's day 7 of Vlogmas. I can't believe it's day 7 already. I actually had to do a check this morning on the days because I thought it can't be day 7. It's got to be day 6. But no, it is day 7. So it's a different kind of day for me today because I work from home today and I'm working from home tomorrow. So for me in the morning, it's not as rushed to get myself together and out the door. So it's now 20 to 8. I will start in 20 minutes. So I've got 20 minutes to get this filmed. And I have had the opportunity to get dressed, clean the house, just all loads of bits and bobs. But the other thing I've been doing this morning, and I didn't film, which normally I do, only because my iPad's not charged and I couldn't get my orders up on there. But I've already sat and processed loads of orders this morning, ready to take round to the post office when I get a break in work. So hopefully I will clear down all of the orders that I've got there, which will be really nice because it's a quite satisfying feeling for me when I've done that. So I'm going to do my Merry Stitchmas calendar first, day 7. Day 7 feels squidgy. No idea. So let's have a quick look. Oh. Okay. Oh, hang on. There's more in the bottom. There's more in the bottom. Ooh. Okay. So, okay. I'm dropping these everywhere. So in this one, I have an assortment of buttons. So I don't know if you can see these. Little stars, little green ones. They're very festive. All of them are very festive. All these different types of buttons. And then there's some really, really, really little ones. So there's some blue and red ones like this. No, not blue, green and red. So yeah, that's a lovely assortment of buttons actually. So that was one of the things. Then we have, sorry, dropping more buttons. There's more in there. Then we have this gorgeous fat quarter of Christmassy fabric. See if we can find something to do with this. Along with some Christmassy trim and some Christmassy ribbon. How fabulous is that? Oh, I'm ever so happy with that. Okay, so we need to find something to do with that now. You know, you almost feel like with all of the little pack that there should be like instructions to do something with it because it feels like it's quite a well put together assortment of Christmassy bits. I'll leave that in there because otherwise I am going to lose it. Okay, so day 7 on my Yankee calendar candle. Create paper snowflakes for an instant indoor snow day. Oh, I like that. It's just another clean smelling candle. I went into the Yankee candle shop yesterday. They had some lovely gift sets in there and I do like a Yankee candle. Unfortunately, I was shopping for all my family and not for myself. Same as when I went into River Island. I don't buy clothes for myself very often. I do make myself the majority of the clothes. Last year, I had a whole ban of buying brand new clothes for myself. Didn't break it. I did really well. This year, I haven't put myself on that ban. But I found because I make most of my stuff, I don't tend to buy, if that makes sense. So when I walked past River Island, in like the mannequins that stand in the front, there was one particular mannequin that had this gorgeous fuchsia hot pink waistcoat and trousers, and I just thought, oh, I could wear that to work, I could wear that out and it'd look quite sexy and smart. And it's lovely. And I went on to River Island online this morning and was like, put it into my basket because they didn't have them in my sizes yesterday, because I think I would have bought them yesterday if they'd had them in my sizes. Put them in my basket this morning and then I was like, Becky, what you doing? It's Christmas time. You don't need anything else. You've just spent a fortune on fabric. So it was very good. I didn't actually process to check out. So yeah, that was quite nice to see that. But I saw a few things I wanted yesterday. It's very unlike me to actually see things that I want from a clothing perspective. So talking about clothing, what am I wearing today? Today I am in another South Bank special. So this is a South Bank sweater by Nina Lee. This is in a proper sweatshirting fabric, so it's really warm and I like wearing this from home. I have done the bottom of this dress slightly different. So I don't know if you guys have actually seen my other one that I haven't put the hemband on, but I've lengthened it. And then I've just added, instead of putting the hemband on the bottom, I've put a hem on, which gives me like a nice A-line jumper dress style. And because it's a really thick sweatshirting fabric, it just sits really nice. I feel like this is a bit like my Mrs. Claus dress because it does feel a little bit Santery. And I haven't worn it out the house yet. This fabric I got from Roy's Material World at the dressmaker's ball, and originally I was going to make a tracksuit out of it, but the more I got nearer to Christmas, I was like, oh, it'd make a lovely South Bank, and it's just so soft underneath. And when I sit at home and work from home, I think you've heard me say this before if you've been following me for a while, I get freezing. So I'm boiling right now because I've been sort of running around like a blue ass fly. Oh, is that a slight swear word? Hopefully not. And yeah, when I sit down and stop for the day, well, I'm not exactly stopping, but sit down and stop to work, I don't move because you end up getting so enraptured in what you're doing that you just don't move. So yeah, I get really cold, and this is perfect for helping me keep warm. And it's not great though, I do feel sweltering right now. Anyway, I am now starting to waffle. I do that, I have a habit of that. I will pop back on a little bit later. I'm hoping to get some sewing done tonight, so you might actually get some sewing content from me. So I'll pop back on a bit later and say hello. Hello, it's lunchtime, it's my lunch break. You're going to be a bit wobbly because you're on my ironing board and I'm actually ironing right now as we speak. So I have been to the post office and posted all of my Jazz and Wow stuff, which is really nice. I'm now just taking, while I'm waiting for my lunch to basically cook, I thought, right, I'm going to get started on just getting these fabrics ironed so they can be put away. So these are the stuff that I bought from, at the moment, the ones that I've got right now are the ones that I bought from Lucky Fashions in Dewsbury. And shortly I'll have all of my First Fabrics ones. I won't have time to get them all ironed in my lunch break. I don't normally take my full hour. And I have got interviews all afternoon, but I would like to get some sewing done this afternoon and, well, this evening, not this afternoon, because I'll be working till about 5:30. But I would like to be able to finish work, cook dinner, and then go straight to sewing or sew whilst I'm cooking kind of thing. So yeah, I'm just trying to get this done in my lunch. I thought it'd be a perfect opportunity and I'd take you along for the ride. Share, I'm trying to work right now and it's just not helping at all, is he? Let's just sit and cuddle, and he's like half on the floor, half on me. But he's not helping me work, so I just had to show you because I deal with this every single time I'm trying to work, but it is so beautiful. So it's time to take the dogs for a walk. I would try and film this bit for you so you can see how excited they both get. So I'm going to share with you how naughty my dogs are. It's tipping it down. It's freezing cold. I feel like I'm turning into a piece of ice. So tonight I'm walking the dogs up at the dog walking park. I don't do this very often, but I knew it was going to be wet. I really didn't want to go and do the big fields. The dogs are so much better off leads. And they're really, really good off leads. And they get more exercise that way because they have a really good run around. But my German Shepherd, my Pixie, who's a rescue, she's not so good with other dogs. So I can't just take her over the field, over the road and do that. So rather than walking around the very boggy fields, which is just down the road from where I am, I decided to come here, which is fine. It's still quite boggy, but it's easier to walk around. But it's so cold. But the dogs are so happy and it's so worth it. We've just booked half an hour. I'm on my third lap. I'm going to look like an ice cube when I get home. I am actually starting to think my life's quite boring and that you guys aren't going to get too much out of Vlogmas off me. But I've cleared all my sewing table down. You will get some sewing content from me later today. Hopefully. Fine, I'm not too tired. When I've thawed, maybe. Right, I'm going to come off. I've got rain dripping all over me. Put my hands back in my pockets because they are turning to ice as well. And, sorry, the dogs have just barged me. And I'll catch you in a little while. So I'm home, I'm warm, I'm dry, and I'm fed. And now I'm about to start doing some sewing. So I've just started setting up my sewing station. And I'll take you along with me whilst I do a little bit. Pop on quickly and show you what I've actually been working on. This is my dead stock Ralph Lauren fabric that I got from Stitched Fabrics last month when we went to Sobrome. It was when we went to the Creative Craft Show, and it's like a really, really fine needle cord. I've never done a Zadie out of a needle cord before. I've made a couple of adjustments on this one. I've actually done a sway back adjustment. I did it wrong the first time around. So I got everything cut, second guessed myself, and I cut it the wrong way. So on the back, I don't know whether you'll actually see this. On the back here, there's actually a join from where I had to add in an extra piece of fabric. But you're not going to be able to see it on screen, but all it's done is it's made it look like I've got two little extra pieces of fabric that looks like a feature. So it also provides a little bit more shaping if you look from behind. But it's worked really well, the sway back adjustment. I only took an inch out, but it was an inch. But this is now sitting where it should do, whereas before it sat slightly forward. And I've made the size up, which actually fits me a lot better than the other one. I feel like I've got more coverage at the front, less like my, where you've got this crossover bit here. I've always been conscious of this bit here in my other ones. I've got more coverage there. Need to pull that tighter, but there's more coverage there, so it works really well. So I've made this in a size 16. I absolutely love this. My pattern placement's not too bad. There was no way I was going to avoid bears anywhere because it's a busy fabric, but it fits really well. The only thing that's really frustrating about it is that it's, when I've actually hemmed it, it's not going to quite sit full length like I wanted it to, because at the moment it's full length without a hem. Now I did have some scraps. I'm going to have a look if I've still got them to see if I can try and bind the bottom rather than hemming the bottom, and then that way it will be full length, but I genuinely don't think I've got enough there, so I don't think that's going to be an option, but it's worth trying. But it doesn't matter if it's slightly cropped. I'm going to wear this with the turtleneck underneath, and I think I've got some jersey fabric in this. Obviously this would probably feel a little bit more comfortable on than it does right now, because I've got it on over a pair of trousers and over a jumper that is just the wrong colour to go with it. But I wanted to show you, and I've had to come upstairs to do that because Scott's watching, I want to say football. So I'm going to go and finish hemming this, and yeah, I'll pop a picture in so you can actually see what it looks like with everything that I've got on now. All right. So I just wanted to show you quickly the adjustment that I made on the back. So I did the sway back, and because I second guessed myself, I ended up having to add in a little piece to redo the sway back adjustment, and I very much had the help of the lovely Adele from Sofa Serenity on this one. So you can see what it's actually done is created this gorgeous little shaping piece, and you really can't tell. It just looks like it's feature because it actually bleeds into the pleat here. And it's the same on this side as well. And you can see it just bleeds straight into the pleat here. So I'm really pleased that I did this. I think it's definitely given me a better fit, but I just wanted to show you a little bit more up close so you could see what I mean by the sway back and where I've gone wrong, and you can see how it looks like a lovely little design feature that I've put in there. So, right, I'm going to go carry on finish hemming this. Just before I do, look at my fabulous new... Sorry, I've not really made the bed. I've put the new bedding on and not actually made it, but look at that. It's a brushed cotton. This would make really good pyjamas. I got this from Home Bargains, and it was £20 for a double, I think. And it feels so lovely, and then you've got these stags all over it, and it's quite masculine, so my other half really approves of it. But for the amount of fabric you get, I think it's quite a good value for money if you were to buy this for fabric. Right, I'm going downstairs. I'll catch you shortly. Right, that is everything done now. I am going to have a nice bath. I'm going to finish editing this and get it uploaded, and that is day 7 of Vlogmas, guys. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.